Yo, episode 26. And this is KFKulture The Podcast with me, your boy young Weezo. And welcome back to the KFKulture's YouTube channel. It's been a while since we had him here. But we have him back. Before we get into who's back, hope everyone has been well. Everyone has been cool. And yeah, just have like an awesome week. A positive mindset. Keeping hydrated with some green tea and water. Today, well, not today, actually, he dropped the tape last month. Called Phila. Ladies and gentlemen, females of all ages, of the appropriate ages, we have ProX with a naked mind.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Isn't that introduction music or something?
Nah, we're not that.
Shit.
We want people to focus on the voices. You know, the manly voices. Where are you been?
Nah, I've been good, man. I've been good. I won't lie. Yeah. It's been...
Nah, I hope you don't lie.
Yeah, I've been good. I've been chilling. I've been surviving, you know.
Okay. Yeah, cool, man. You dropped Phila, and then you had a listening session. How was that?
That was dope. It was more of the listening performance more than know, anything, because I was actually performing the songs live. So that was good. The turnout was nice and amazing. I mean, the crowd was amazing. I mean, the whole idea just connected. It just happened. and there's nothing more, nicer when your ideas or the idea, actually happens when you see it coming to life.
Yeah. Okay. But also, as we were speaking off air,
Yeah.
you weren't a fan of listening sessions.
Yeah, cause
You know I was gonna bring it up because I told you.
Cause yeah, you see that's why hence I wanted to do it differently. Like I felt it was different in that sense of in most listening sessions, people just play their tape. And there would be people who are there to listen and judge or whatsoever, or critique or give advices or whatsoever. But mine I did differently in that sense, because it looked more like people were there to watch a show. So the whole thing was just performances, and we did a few interviews in between the performances, just to elaborate more on the songs,
You also did it there first, bro. We didn't do it first in KFKulture.
Yeah.
I was kind of very like jealous about that, keeping everything here first. But okay. Let's show.
It happens.
So Phila, ne?
Yeah.
What does it mean, and what's the story behind the project?
Okay. Phila means heal, and
not heal like
not heal,
like
but
climb,
heal. Get well. So Phila means heal, and the story behind it, man, is just I personally have been going through a lot of problems or issues, or I won't say depression. It feels like that's a big word. But challenges, man, with financial challenges, relationship challenges, and just challenges that are personal. You know what I mean? Like okay, I'm not gonna. I shouldn't go into or make an example of one of the songs.
You can.
So yeah. So like the song.
But don't go too deep.
Yeah, like my
So
daddy,
sad.
the song My Daddy. It's a personal song. It's my story basically.
Yeah.
You know. So at times just that issue of not knowing my father, at times it would come back. You know?
Yeah.
So that's what I did this project for. It was so that I could say to myself, you know, you need to heal. And also say to other people who are going through, you know, similar issues or similar challenges or problems, you know, we need to find a way of healing. I know it's not easy. I know we're not gonna just up and forget what the problem is, but you know that journey into healing, you know, is very important so that we can look forward to, you know, a brighter future or better days or whatsoever.
Where's words from the guy, Mr. Auto-Tune? We're gonna get now into that. How long did the project take?
Oh, the project I started.
And sorry. And also, don't forget you can also find the audio clips, not clips, but like audio recordings on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. You can find the audio listening pleasures thereon. How long did it take? Sorry about that. How long did it take? And also, how did the concept just come? Did you just one day wake up and like, okay, cool, I'm gonna spread healing, I'm gonna throw healing, you're gonna get healing, you're gonna get healing, everybody's gonna get healing.
Everybody get healing. I started with the project 2020, right? When I did 10 Pass. That was the first song I did for the project. But at that time, I was not thinking project because I just met Dapain. So it was just somewhat like a way of us getting to know each other. You know, so we did 10 Pass. But then when we did Bendiba as the second song, 2020, that's when I started thinking project. Because then Bendiba had that storyline. It had that tale of, you know, when you want to be an artist, but you are very scared to go out there and express yourself. So you secretly write rhymes, but you are afraid of letting people hear, you know, what you're about. Or you're having self-doubts that you're not good enough or whatsoever. So that's when I started thinking, you know what? This is the journey I want to take with the project. So that's when I started thinking Phila. So it's been from 2020, and then a lot of, you know, complications happen for it to only drop now, 2023. That's like 3 years later.
But okay, sometimes I guess you maybe not satisfied with how things are now, and then you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna just stash it for now, and then maybe later you're gonna be like, okay, now's the time to actually.
And I think also the fact that it delayed, you know, for different reasons, of course. There were production reasons. Also, at some point, we had no studio. I think PC crashed. Then I think it was for almost a whole year, we couldn't record or anything, you know. So I think also it was a good thing that it delayed, because of some of the songs I got to make now. I probably wouldn't have made them, you know, back then. Or some of the features also, I probably wouldn't have done them if I pushed everything then. Because some of the people I only met later. Yeah.
No, timing is everything.
So yeah.
And also, was there? You mentioned before you didn't have any like writer's block on this.
No, because like I said, we had technicalities with the studio, so which means at that time it was either I'm focusing on doing the other stuff like my features and whatnot, but then when the time was I need to work on this, I was just flowing.
Okay.
Because I think I was already ready. I was just ready.
Just ready to drop it.
Yeah.
Features on the song. You don't have to. You can mention names and how many. we still gonna get into the actual songs.
And how they
Yeah.
On features, I have Dapain, the guy that produced the tape. I have Kaycee James. I have Lusiblaq. I have ikumkani. I have Bravo Roux. I have Peddie, Jontel, and Crimino. That's okay. Those are in one song. Who else am I
We
forgetting?
have too many songs.
Then I have Mafaku also, and I have Papa Malang. I think I covered them all.
We're still gonna get through. I think
If I forgot you, I'm sorry. But I think I covered them all, man.
And producers.
Producer is Dapain, which he produced most of the songs.
Yeah.
Then I have Chili Fly. Then I have Mphinde Tongo, or who's known as Scratch back in the day. Scratch. Yeah.
Favorite song on the project.
Ooh, that one is
Don't
tough.
don't tell me again. Oh, this is all my babies.
Yeah, I love them all,
love 'em
man.
all.
I love them all. Yeah, but I have a lot of favorite songs on the project. But if I had to pick, my ultimate fave, it would be Crush on You. Crush on You featuring Dapain.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Again, I understand. Do we expect any visuals?
From the project?
Yes.
Yeah, most def. I'm already planning to shoot 2 from the project this coming month. And then I want to shoot more, man. I have ideas. So if the finances allow me, I want to shoot as many as I can. Probably maybe this year, end of this year or whatsoever. It's hard.
Okay, let's get into the songs.
Yeah.
Like the songs. The intro. My Daddy.
Yes, sir.
Explain.
Yes, sir.
Explain the intro there.
Okay, My Daddy is a song that talks about, the whereabouts of my father, basically. Basically, I grew up without a father. I never knew him, never saw him, nothing. So, in that song, I am questioning, basically, like, I always ask myself, especially when I was a teenager, back in high school or primary school. I think it started off mostly when I was doing grade 8 or something. I used to ask, a lot of questions like, if I were to go out there and look for him, like, where would I even begin to look for him? And it happened, I think, a couple of years later, that someone actually came by, to my house to say, your father is somewhere in Kukuletu. If you want, you can go with and go see him. And then, we went there, but when he got there, he wasn't there. When we called him, he said he's driving to Eastern Cape, so he can't even talk on the phone. So that was like, I never spoke to him directly because he was speaking to one of the uncles, basically, who was speaking to him.
Yeah.
And then they told me, you should come again and whatnot. But then in my head, I was like, if he was interested, he would have said, put him on the phone. Something like that,
Yeah, or schedule something.
Yeah, or schedule something. Or say, give him my number. Or can I get his number? Or whatsoever. But none of that happened. So that moment felt like, I'm doing too much. Because already I'm a kid. And I traveled all the way from Kaycee to Kukuletu to look for a man I don't even know. So that's when I was like, I'm down with this. So at times, with some of the things that have been happening as I grow up, I so much wish he was there, So that's what in the song I'm practically saying, when I lost my grandfather, like some of those painful moments, basically, I wish he was around, and I'm saying also on the songs that I don't hate him because I don't know him. So I just wish he was around. I just wish he was there. Like I just wish I saw him. I just wish I had a picture at least to know. When you walk around sometimes in the mall, you just wonder, could this be my father? Could this be my father? Or maybe there were times when I was getting disciplined at home by my grandma, and she would say things like,
Shout out grandma.
she would say things like, I don't know where you got this habit from, and internally I'll be like, maybe from my father. So I just wish I knew him. That's what basically the song is about.
I feel like a lot of people can relate relate to that. Maybe I can't relate so heavy with it, but when I was just turned 14, then I lost my father. So in a way, I can't fully relate, but in a way I can without a father.
Because most of the time he wasn't there, but you knew, okay, he passed away.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people can actually relate to that specific song intro. Wait, I just wish I knew when I was listening to, like, I understood, because I was like, okay, I understood the English part. I'm like thinking,
where's my dad?
What's this man saying? But okay. Co-parenting. And also, how did the feature
come about with V?
Yeah.
Okay, co-parenting was basically an idea that was given to me by another Grotman, TT. We were just standing there at night, and he just, before we split, he was dropping me off at home anyway. So he said to me, ProX, I would like you to do an idea where you talk about fathers who want to be present, in their child's life, but because of relationship disagreements or breakups, now they are deprived of being fathers. So we get that a lot in the locations where if I'm dating someone and we break up and it happened that we have a child together, mostly that woman would deprive you of being a father if you choose to break up with her. So she would say, you're breaking up with me, then you're not gonna see your kid. So basically,
That's evil. That's evil.
So we get that a lot. We get a whole lot of stories that are like that. So on the song co-parenting, that's what I'm addressing basically. I know it's common that we had fathers who are not like absent fathers basically, but who are still alive, but they don't want to take responsibility for their kids. I know we have those ones, but I wanted I wanted with that song for us to look at a different angle, that angle of fathers who are deprived seeing their kids, or simply because they don't work, or simply because they don't earn enough, or simply because they are not married. So sometimes the family is also get in between, and they say, he's not gonna see this kid, it's not his, it's ours. You're not married to him. So a whole lot. So that's the angle I wanted to take. But basically, it's about fathers who want to be present but are facing, certain challenges because of relationship issues and family issues and what's.
You know what I thought was dope is because the first song or the first intro is like, where are you? And it's now like, I want to be here.
So
I hope actually people caught on to that.
I
hope they caught on to it because that's actually dope.
Yeah, so that's what that co-parenting is about, and with the feature, it's just an idea of the hook because I did not have a hook in mind, or I did not want it to have a hook. Basically, I did not want anything, whatsoever. So that's the idea I wanted to have a voice note of the mother, basically, because the song is a storyline, So I wanted to have a voice note of the mother where she says out, those things that you're not gonna see, okay, blah, 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 blah. But at the end, I wanted it to have a happy ending where she's saying, we should actually work together, Because at the end, that's what she says.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna try my best also to make sure you see your kid or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because I know you've been trying. Now she's recognizing, you know, the effort you've been putting in.
Oh, yeah.
So those are the voice notes. Like that's the idea I had. Then I just sent V because I was looking for a lady basically to do it. So I just sent V like, hey, can you do this? I sent her the voice note, and then she just sent them back.
You know that this would actually be a dope video.
Right.
Yo, that's like damn.
Right.
Damn. Okay, I don't know, maybe. You know?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say like, yeah, yes, pregnancy as well. Yes, can't see the child. Yes, are you releasing real WhatsApp voice notes? I was like, I was like, okay,
yeah,
nah.
they were actually real WhatsApp voice notes that we used.
From who? From is it like from the person that gave you the idea, or was it?
No, the voice notes, like I said, that's the idea I wanted to have on the song. So I just sent.
No, I mean like real. Is it like real? Like
like real.
Because I know rappers do that. Like somebody
like
in the beginning of the song, like somebody released a voice note like, "Yo, baby, I don't wanna leave you."
No, they were not real. Real.
Okay, not real.
Nah, they were not that. Like I recorded it. I recorded the thing and I sent it to her to just send it back to me, basically.
Oh, because I was like, "Is that real?" I was like, okay, nah, it's not real. Yeah. And at the end of the song, there's like, it almost sounded like a start of a new song.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, that sounds dope. Or maybe it starts into a new song, but then I heard the next song, then I was like, nah, man, this is not.
Yeah, it's another song. Another one.
It's a different song. So I was like, okay. I was kind of hyped for that. Like, but okay, cool. But it's still, the other song still, like, okay. Other thing,
Away.
Phila.
Yeah.
You're talking about what? Soccer, Ajax, and I think Vuvuzelas there. And the aim is not to give up even when you bleed out. And
aim is not to give up. Yeah. Phila is also a storyline. So that's another thing about me. I love doing storylines. You know, that's another thing now I've grown to love. So Phila is a storyline. It's a story of a young boy called Bonga. Who basically
is Bonga you?
No, it's not me. It's not me. But I'll tell you something funny about the story. Funny about the thingy. The song.
What are you doing?
No, man. Hand gestures. Told you my hand gestures are messed up. So yeah. So it's a story about Bonga, basically. A guy who grew up, you know, without his mother. And his mother passed away. He doesn't know, but he heard that his father lives in Joburg. He was found on the street in informal settlements, basically, and by a grandma, whom then the parents and it happens this so much in our communities where elderly people are taken as witches, or they are mostly accused of being witches.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So with the story of Bonga, that's what happened when the community saw her with the baby. They were like, she's a witch, you know, burn down the house, and Bonga had to be on the streets again, and that's where, you know, he learned how to hustle and maneuver. But he had this dream of being a soccer player.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where that. Okay.
Yeah. So stayed under the bridge. But he had that dream of being a soccer player. And then that's when, you know, you hear that there's trials. Then he goes out in trial. He has no soccer boots. Nothing.
Yo, that's also a dope video.
So he goes there to trial and they liked him. So that's where, you know, this Ajax. So I'm thinking Ajax, Cape Town, obviously. So he goes to trial. They love him. And then, you know, the big dream happens. He gets into one football game, he scores a penalty, you know, a lot just happens, just celebrations after, you know. That's what basically Bonga's story, just the happy ending story. Next thing
is there only happy ending stories?
Hey man, I make movies. Have you seen a movie without a happy ending?
Then there's a part 2, most. if a story ends the first time wrong and then it comes the second one. And
so
like,
there must be a happy ending.
okay.
You know, even in the books, most that's what happens.
Happy
You know,
ending.
and they lived happily ever after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So, yeah.
Crush on You, which by the way is like one of my favorites as well.
Aye. Nah.
Away.
Aha. Shout out to MK the Prince. I know this one is also his favorite.
I think was
shout out to MK the Prince. Oh wait.
Because I had auto-tune. So I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Auto-tune.
Nah, Crushing You, yeah. It's also, you know, a storyline of a lady that's just moved to our neighborhood and all the guys want her, yes. So all the guys want her in the neighborhood. But then there's me in the picture who really have a crush on her. In the location when we want someone, when there's a new girl in the area and all the guys want her, we would have caucus meetings about it. So we would huddle up and be like, guys, look here, I'm gonna get this one. And we would have like talks and we would talk to each other and like, hey, you don't even compete. You don't even have a place. You stay with your moms and stuff. So we would do that. But there's always that one guy that genuinely, wants her. So she doesn't notice him. She makes her own mistakes, obviously. She hooks up with other people. She hooks up with the grootman that has a car. Now this guy that genuinely has a crush, he's seeing all of this.
Yeah.
He sees all of this. He sees her coming from this guy to the next guy. But this whole time, that crush never ends, basically. So even him knowing that you are dating now the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Because this guy likes to play around with women.
Yeah.
But he still doesn't go there and warn her because he feels like it's not my place.
Yeah.
It's for you to find out, So, but then at the end of it all, when the dust settles,
Yeah.
he then, comes out and say, I've been having, so that's what the song says actually. I've been having a crush on you from day one.
I'm going to ask you a serious question now.
Yeah.
How do you like your biscuits?
Biscuits. What do you mean, how do I like my biscuits?
Damn, this man don't know his own song. He's talking about you like biscuits, crunchy.
What biscuits?
Yeah, in the song.
Oh, flip.
Damn.
Oh, flip. Crunchy as a biscuit.
Oh, wait, you don't remember his own lyrics.
Yeah.
What the
Hey, man, I'm thinking you're being personal. How do I like my biscuit? What? Yeah.
Wait, and also you say what? Everybody got a piece of that cake.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? But
Like everyone, like she basically made her own mistakes, She's been around.
Okay.
And
been around.
She's been around. Yeah, she's been around. So been around.
Yo.
So yeah, but that thing. I think also that story we have actually a lot of women, from where I come from who've been through that, and you would find that when they're looked at as if they don't deserve love. And I feel like we all have our journeys, and men are mostly praised for their mistakes. If they go around and doing whatsoever, they are praised for that. But when it comes to women, it's like it's like they have the certain value that depreciates when they make these mistakes. You understand? So it's not taken as, you tried this one and it didn't work out, and you went and try another one and it didn't work out. It's not looked at as like that as well as like with males. You understand? So I feel like that there's a lot of our sisters who go through that, and they also feel like they don't deserve to be genuinely loved, or they don't deserve to be, in happy relationships or whatsoever. So that's what I'm trying to say with the song also, that, even if that's the case, you still deserve, love.
Wait, how do you say this name?
Wait.
We hereby
Bendiba.
Yeah, away. I can't pronounce
Bendiba.
I can't pronounce Bendiba.
It's not Bendiba, it's Be. I say
Peddie.
Be. Yeah. Po. Just had to take it there.
Really.
Yeah, it's Bendiba.
Okay. How'd the feature come about? And also, okay, first start of the song and then feature.
Yeah. Benba is basically a song about, an artist that is scared to showcase. This artist writes rhymes at home, but he's scared to go out there. But every time when he writes these rhymes, he feels like, you know what, I can be, better than A, B, and C. I can be better than certain artists, who are out there. But he just has a lot of fear in him. So that's what the song is about this artist who wants to go out there and showcase.
I feel like also a lot of there's a lot of relatable stuff here.
Yeah. So I think for me, that's the phase I've been in. When I started off, because I was writing, but I was scared to showcase. Up until I got that platform and that courage to go out there and showcase. And as an artist that writes and is scared to showcase, you always go and watch. You go and watch shows. You go and watch and you analyze certain things. You're like, I could do better. I could do better than that. So this artist is just there. He's analyzing. He sees a lot of mistakes that are made by other artists, and he feels like he can do better. But the only problem is that fear to step out there.
I feel like this is also a dope video. Why not make the whole movie, bro? Phila the
See what
movie.
I mean?
Phila the movie.
Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah.
Of course, like I feel like again, like I said, like other artists probably can, not probably, they can relate to that as well.
True.
So, that is you speak about because that song was in the next. I couldn't understand obviously.
Yeah.
But something about Vegeta.
Yeah,
this man is into Dragon Ball.
No, there's an artist. There's an artist who stayed in Philippe. Artist from Philippe. He called himself Vegeta. And there's another artist, Slash, who was in my crew, /Mind. Yeah. So at some point they were very close. So that's why I just associate. I was just making an example out of them. That I was basically, the artist is saying I was inspired by Vegeta and Slash. So it was just an example out of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get, there's when you inspire to be an artist, there's obviously certain artists that inspire you. Yeah. So I just made an example out of them just for the rhyme, anyway.
Anyway,
it's just for the rhyme. It rhymed. It sounded better if I said Vegeta and Slash.
The next one, what? Mphinde, both Dapain.
Okay. And Benba features Kaycee James, by the way.
Yeah. Also, and
can I look into the camera when I say that?
Yeah, you can.
Kaycee James. Keep that one.
Oh wait, because you have freedom, you can look at there or you can look there.
Oh,
it's up to you.
Kaycee James. That one is on the side. I can't see.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't see because it's wide, so you can't see.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Sure.
Wait, how did that? We didn't even get to that now. How did that?
The feature come about?
Yeah.
We did it. Like I said, it's the second song I did most by Dapain, right?
Yeah.
That's around the same time I just arrived in Kraaifontein. So Pain sent me the beat first, and then I wrote the one verse, I think, and then I had this idea of the hook. So I started singing the hook, but you know me and singing. So
unless you have auto-tune.
Exactly. So I just felt like, if a lady or a woman would sing it, it would be dope. So then I started looking for women who would be willing to help me out. So
That sounds funny.
No, man.
Looking for a woman to help
me out. And I found a woman to help me out. So yeah, I just put the word out in people that I knew, just say, hey, can you help me out with this?
Yeah.
And then I happened to get Kaycee James' number. and I sent her. I did a video basically singing the song on
to
beat.
give her a reference.
Yeah, I sent her that and the beat, and then she sent me a voice note singing the song in her own style and adding her own elements in the song. Then we then met up for the first time in studio to go and record the song.
Okay. And okay, now we get to that. What? Mphinde. Almost. I almost said that right.
You gotta start swearing in Xhosa. Yeah, but that's Mphinde ndlala. Mphinde. Mphinde means again.
And
do it again.
Who you calling a bastard there?
Do it again. It says do it again.
You're calling someone a bastard there.
So yeah, Mphinde is basically a story again. Another story.
So it's a movie.
It's like a movie. Yeah, Phila is a movie. So this one is featuring Dapain. It's about a guy who was just average amongst us. We were just all average. I don't want to say poor, but we were just average basically. So apparently now he got that rough money. That road accident fund money. He got that rough money. Now he has the moolah. Yeah. Now he changed. He's disrespectful,
Well, he has a lot of chains now. He said, I got chains.
Yeah, he changed exactly. So he's switched up. Now he's disrespectful. He's almost when these guys get disrespectful. He's disrespectful towards us, towards his own parents. It's just out of hand.
Yeah.
So now what we're saying on the song is, poverty must hit him again.
Isn't it like you putting a bad omen on him or something?
Exactly.
Yo, what witchcraft is this?
So he needs to learn again. He needs to he needs to be disciplined, and in order for him to be disciplined, he needs to go back to where he once was.
So you're basically just saying he must go back to his roots.
Exactly.
But more in a vicious way.
Gotta take away that money so that he can learn and give it to me.
Okay, so that's basically the
Mphinde and that one that was Dapain's idea. He did the hook and he just called me. It's like this is the hook that I did and basically just saying Mphinde and I just came up with that storyline of the vicious don't kiss.
And Monday.
Because
when I heard it, because I think there's also like a vernac. But I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because when I listened to it, I was like, what are they like reciting the days of the week? Monday, Tuesday. I was like, what? But please explain. Explain.
Okay, with Monday basically, we know Monday is the first day of the week, right?
Yeah.
But us, we call it the money day, where most people go to work. Most people are putting in work on Monday. And we all know that some people would say your week will depend how your week will depend on how your Monday is. Like if you have a beautiful Monday, then your week should be a great week or so.
Yeah.
But also some would say, it's not how you start the day, but how you finish it. So basically, it's just based on that. It's just based on, putting in work. I'm always busy, and it all starts off from Monday. And then there's different things, obviously, that you do on different days.
Yeah.
But it also kicks off from Monday.
But explain,
so Monday is the money day, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that is the focus,
that's
Monday.
The focus.
Okay,
Monday is the money day, and as we go into the week of other things that are different that happen, like I said, some people would say if you start off on Monday on a high, you're guaranteed to have a great week, and some say you might start Monday at the low, but your week might end differently. You understand? Hence that weekly.
People just worry about Friday, bro.
You see, exactly. And we're not focused on Monday, but I chose to call it Monday because Monday is the first day of the week.
Okay.
And it features and it features Bravo Leroux.
That came about.
I've been in talks with Bravo Leroux, to work with him.
Sound like a minister.
Yeah, Bravo Leroux has been making a lot of waves. He's been making a lot of waves. He's been working closely with youngster CPT also. He's been working. So I've been in talks with him, to work with him. I don't know from when. I don't know when did we start talking, but it was a while ago, And then this time around, I reminded him again, and he was all cool. And then we set up a date. We had to take the whole studio to his place for a night session, basically. We did that song. We worked on the song at night until the morning. So we were recording like in the early hours of the morning. I think we left there like 5 a.m. or something, or 6 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, we were just playing beats when that beat came in, and he was like, yeah, that's the one. So we started just working around ideas, and we're just rapping basically.
Away.
So that's how that magic came about, and these explanations and whatsoever, they came out later. We're like, okay, so it's Monday. Okay. Oh, okay.
So wait.
Wait. So the explanations came out later because we were just rapping basically on the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like reversal, putting the song together.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then like, flip, because it felt like our brain was in the same lane because we could hear what the beat was saying. So basically, the beat was communicating to us about what to write about.
Don't you think that's dope when you was an artist and your mindset is like on the same? Because you get people that you maybe have this concept, you rap already, but now he rap something.
Like, I want to talk about my mother.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to talk about your
and
mother.
The song is just about like going to the funeral, but this man is talking about his mom. He took her to wherever.
Yeah. So it's always great when you are like, I think that comes with artists not actually listening to what the beat is saying.
They're just like,
often those instruments communicate to you. They tell you what to write about. They give you this concept. So even if it's different, even if you approach it different, but it's always, almost the same thing. You're talking about the same thing, but the approach is just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one we have here,
Ibhoza.
Yeah. I'm bad with pronunciations.
Ibhoza. Come on, that's
Ibhoza.
easy.
Yeah, Ibhoza.
Yeah, it's Ibhoza.
Yeah, but sometimes there's stuff like that there, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how to say that.
Yeah, Ibhoza, featuring Lusiblaq. Ibhoza is the boss. That's the
Boza.
That's direct translation, basically.
Boso.
Boso. Giboso.
Giboso.
That's I think that's Sotho. Giboso.
Yo, bro, the song sounds dope, so I'm just like,
So
okay,
boss is the boss. So
Yeah.
that's just one of those ego type of song, just putting it out there that I am the boss. When I come in, it just shows.
Yeah, you was just like,
yeah, it just shows. And a lot of people are like saying, nah, man, you should retire. I'm like, nah, I still got this. So that's what the song is about, featuring Lusiblaq. And that one is produced by, oh my God, it's produced by DJ Toxic.
I was going to say DJ
DJ Toxic from Durban. Is from Durban. So he just sent me beats, and when I heard that one, I was like, oh, I'm vibing with this. And I called Lusiblaq in to work on it, and he just came through, and the rest is history.
So you say you've been top one way.
Yeah, from way. I mean, I still got it. And they're saying, when you retire, I'm like, maybe in 3 years or so.
I need to run it back. How many times did you run it back?
I just ran it back 2 times.
Don't think I understand. Run it back.
It's a body bag on a body bag with a body bag in a body.
But I feel like sometimes you have to run it back because sometimes people don't
get it.
That's why I always tell you, like, not everyone understands. Like, not everyone understands. You can rap something, but they don't always understand because they don't have the mindset.
Yeah.
Or their logic isn't there. So you can rap the most fire stuff, but if they don't have the vocabulary, they won't even understand what you say.
Yeah, it's not gonna make sense. Yeah, true.
So that's also, it's dope. Like, we can have these conversations where I ask you like, "Hey, what did you mean?" So that it doesn't go over my head.
Sure.
So I ask.
Yeah.
Anything else on that?
Only pause. Nah.
If you cover that,
I think I covered it.
Cover.
That one was easy to cover.
Body bag on a body bag in a bag in a bag.
Just body bags.
A lot of bags. You're gonna need
black bags.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce that?
It's Kunzikinziki.
Kunzikinziki. Yeah. What do you say?
It's Kunzikinziki. Kunzikinziki basically means it's tough. It's
1
rough.
Mississippi, 20 Mississippis, 50 Mississippi. I'm like,
what this man saying? What the?
Explain.
Yeah, Kunzikinziki means, I'm talking to these rappers on that one. Just being disrespectful and whatnot. Just saying, Kunzikinziki, it's tough. I think it's time for you to go to sleep now. It's tough, So night.
Yeah. That would also be a dope video.
Yeah, so that's what I'm basically saying, I'm a beast when it comes to writing and rapping. So, it's tough.
Imagine
just go to sleep.
Imagine that song, but just like black and white.
Yeah.
Profile shot. Just different camera angles. Yo, bro. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I think I have, why do they want you to die quick? I wrote like notes down here. And then you say also, knowing your worth, multiplied with your worth, and then that's the value you get. That should be the money in your bank. If you're not, face the fact.
Change the homies on your back. Yeah.
What does that? Explain that line.
It basically.
I understand it, but I just wanted to explain.
So it's the work, right? It's run those lines again.
Damn, man.
Run the lines again.
Yeah, you heard it first, guys. I am the ghost writer of Phila. Knowing your worth, multiplied with your worth.
Yeah.
And
you multiplied with your work. Yes, you know your worth.
Yeah.
Then you multiply your worth with your work. The work you've put out there, everything that you have done.
Oh, I thought it's multiply with your worth.
Nah,
because if you know your worth, you multiply your worth. But it's your work. Okay, it's your work.
It's your worth. You multiply it with your work, which is everything that you have done.
Damn, bro, you must
and
release
and the value that you get should be the money in your bank.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if it's not that, then you need to change whoever is at your back. You need to change the surrounding. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to change your surrounding, so that you can get that money that you are worth for your work. That's what I'm basically saying. School is in session.
And then you say, I turn my TV into a CV and a CV to a 3D.
Yeah, I turn my CV to a CD.
Yeah,
I turn my
CV to a CD.
So you could see me on TV. Oh, yeah. So turn the CV into a CD so you could see me on TV.
Yeah, that's what I'm
celebrating. I'm
just making my own thing, like see me on a TV, 3D.
So I think like that's what artists basically do. You're turning your CV into a CD, and then people would see you on TV. Then the next thing you just speak egoed because now you're on TV. So that's what I'm saying with those lines. But then I'm saying that's not me. It's not who I am because I was raised better.
Deep. That's why it's called Phila.
That's why it's called
emotional roller coaster. Phola.
Hater.
I was first thinking like, hey, why is this man saying Phola and then Phila? Stuff around. Naming sounds the same,
Phola.
Phola. Almost supposed to repeat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phola means relax. That's what it means. Relax.
Okay.
Relax. I am here, I'm the hot one. You just need to cool down.
Oh, that's why you say I'm a legend in the making. Bring
Bring
the
gold dust when you
on
bury
him.
me.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm the one who's hot here. You know, when I'm on stage, it's fire. When I'm out there, it's fire. And some of the moves I make, they're fire. So you just need to calm down, cool down. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Cool down, Phola.
Okay, so you wrapped up the song basically.
Yeah, that's just the awesome.
In a nutshell. Okay,
not even to break through these ones.
Okay,
these ones, since they are not storylines, it's very easy to just wrap it up.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah.
Even in that other one, that
Kunzikinziki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't understand, like, no, I did understand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think with storylines you just go deep and whatnot. But
I did understand. I didn't understand. You were giving like a even even in the songs that I maybe don't understand in English what you're saying, I can still get the vibe, what's happening. But then also I still need explanation to say, okay,
what is it saying?
Yeah, away. Nuclear rapper on the way. You do a Jamaican accent there. Tell Debonaires that I'm the real deal. I do my homework, guys. Come on, man. Put some respect on my name. Wait, how long did that song take you though?
Which one?
The Phola.
It didn't take long because I got the beat right today. I went home with the beat.
Yeah. And
then I started writing. Then when I came back in studio, I was done writing for the song. So it didn't take long.
Is writing bars, just like straight bars, easier than doing an actual song with a concept?
A storyline or whatever. I think it's easier, man, because I've grown to love both. You understand? I feel like they're both easy. It depends on the type of beat I get. So if the beat gives me that, then it makes that easy. So it's they're both not hard, I would say.
Next one.
Nenzani. What are y'all doing? That's what it says. What are y'all doing?
Know your place when you take up space. And if you claim to run the city,
you must know your pace.
Away.
Yeah. So Nenzani is just, when you feel like you are being attacked by, the English. God, the bundles are over. So by basically, I did not want to use the word witch, but that's what in the song does with direct translation.
Yeah.
So when you're being attacked, basically, by evil forces or whatsoever, and so basically in the song, I'm just putting it out that I see it all. Like I see it.
See dead people.
I see dead people. So I'm asking, like, what are y'all doing? So not just it's not just based on witches only or whatsoever.
Based.
Yeah, but it also based on, because witchcraft.
A lot of base.
Oh, wait. Because I always say, for me, witchcraft is not just, that one we see, that dark magic type of thing. But also witchcraft is when someone else is wishing you, is wishing the worst for you without you doing anything to them. Basically, jealousy is another form of witchcraft.
You see, this is that on the last episode, and I spoke about this, but I couldn't remember. But that's what you were talking about. That's what you're speaking about now. Is what you told me that.
That time. Yeah. So that's what the song is basically about, and it's just saying, like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What's that jealousy for? What's this and that for? What are y'all doing? What you up to? Woo. WW. What was that thing? Those abbreviations from WUW.
What? Oh, yeah. What are you doing? What? How's this going? I know that.
Anyway, woo. WWE.
WWE.
Yeah, so that's what.
Next one. What's a Lude? Oh, Lude.
Lude. Yeah,
You
Lude,
see,
that's
I would have said Lude.
Lude.
Yeah.
You can't be reading these things in English. They are Xhosa. Those titles are in Xhosa. You're trying to read it in English. Lude. No.
We're looting the streets.
So yeah, Lude. It's a love song. Well, it mostly talk about the breakup.
Yeah, I was getting that vibes also.
Yeah, it's a breakup. You know, when we were so in love and we don't know what happened. We just don't know where things changed. And that's why I also say on the song, maybe I'm the one who cheated, or there's a lot of maybes, but on the song I'm trying to explain that the journey in this love thing is very long. There's gonna be ups and downs. There's gonna be a lot of problems. There's gonna be happy moments also, as much as there's gonna be down moments or.
There's gonna be ups and downs, basically.
Yeah, so Lude just means that love is long. Lude means long in direct translation.
Long.
But it cannot be long. Yeah, it just means it's just a journey. Love is a journey.
The next one. That's English, right?
Yeah.
That's English, right? That's
I
year.
read that in closer. Tis yeah. Anyway, yeah, this year that features Flash ikumkani. So this year is just a song that I did for myself. I was like speaking to myself basically on the song, saying this year there's gonna be changes because things do change. Things never remain the same. I may be down and out now, but I know this year, this is my year. I'm gonna achieve. So that's what the song is about. It's just you making a promise to yourself, that this year certain things are gonna change, because nothing remains the same.
Yeah, it's I feel like if you are the same person you were still last year, then I feel like that's where you have a problem. Cause
Yeah.
why are people like that?
I mean, it's just last year. It was like 3-4 months ago.
Nah, but still.
But I get you though, and there's sometimes there's changes you don't even plan.
Yeah.
That's another thing with life. There's changes that happen without you planning. And later you would look back and like, oh flip. For instance, now I would remember I was staying with my grandma, and at some point next thing I'm staying alone. Next thing now I need to pay A, B, and C. Next thing I was working in a certain place, crying about how I hated because the money was. Next thing I'm working, for a better salary than the one I had. So these are the changes I'm talking about. You don't really plan them. You don't foresee them happening, but then they just happen to happen. Or 1 minute I'm here with you, you're happy, or you are next to someone you love. Next thing that person is gone, and it changes the whole system or your whole life or the way you live or whatsoever. So yeah, things change. They just never stay the same.
Damn, things change, never stay the same. That also be like a dope. What am I saying? That would be a dope video. That would be a dope video.
This is why I even said, with what you're saying, it would be a dope video. I don't know who I was talking to, but I was like, with me, with every song, almost every song I write, I always envision visuals.
Okay.
I'm always seeing myself. Like I always see the music videos in the song, whether be some do get to happen or they don't. But the point is, I always have visions of how I would like the story to look.
So you don't. Okay, so you don't do where you just, how can I say, not envisioning a video for it. You don't make a song to not.
Yeah, like almost all the songs. Every time if I listen to myself, I'm thinking video. I'm thinking should look like this. Even if at times, sometimes with the ideas that we have, my ideas are like, oh flip, that just blows the budget. It's something I would never afford, but my brain does go there, And then maybe when it comes to when now we have to budget and whatnot, then I would have to change the thingy or the picture basically, just because of the budget or whatsoever. But my point is, my brain does go there at some point.
I feel like even it doesn't always have to be you don't always have to have a crazy budget. Like some of the stuff can be freak simple. like crazy
Yeah,
simple.
yeah, I know.
Like
but
a video just with you in, but it depends on obviously how you lay it out and all that stuff. Oh,
yeah. It can be like that. But like I said, with the storylines, I'm always thinking, oh, I'm seeing AP. Like I always foresee this crazy what, you know. And sometimes, like I said, it's just over what I can afford. But you know, you never know.
You never know.
Never know. I'm trying to negotiate with my vision. Yeah. First, you need to first start up there, then you negotiate your way down.
And 10 pass.
10 past bars.
Uh-huh.
Like on the song.
How did the name come about 10 pass? Because it sounds like 10 pass like time.
Yeah, it sounds like time. Like a lot of people at that time when I was putting this up, a lot of people were asking for 100 bars. Like do 100 bar. It was somewhat like a thingy was for rappers. So somewhat like a thing for rappers where rappers put out 100 bars out there, you know. And for me, I was like, you know, I rap, yes, I can, but I'm way past that. I'm way past, you know, just rapping for bars, but I am putting out bars.
Yeah.
In saying that I'm way past putting.
Oh, you're contradicting yourself.
So basically, in order for certain people to understand you, you need to speak their language. So if you don't speak their language, they're not gonna get you. You understand?
That is correct.
Yeah. So some people, if you wanna talk to poor people, you need to be there. You need to be one of them. Then they can listen to you when you talk about poverty. So basically that's that. So in order for me to say I'm way past, you know, the bars, I needed to spit out bars so that they can listen.
They're like, oh, okay, this man is actually he's talking real stuff. He's not making up stuff. He's making real stuff.
Yeah.
10 bars. Wait,
10 bars.
I'm just thinking. Okay, it was a straight spitting. It's not any.
Yeah, it's not any storyline.
Yeah,
it's just whatever.
Tsek. What are you saying?
Tsekeletse. Some say Tsekeleke. It just depends how you pronounce it.
You see, that's how pronunciation is
yeah,
important.
but Tsekeletse, some say Tsekeleke. It's like tomato and tomato, whatever. So,
okay. Do you like tomatoes, by the way?
Nah, they burn my tongue. Bro.
What? That's chilies, bro.
No, for real. Remember when I was young? That's another story people don't know.
Okay, you heard it first. The tomato story.
When I was young, I also heard it from my mother. When I was young, I drank a whole bottle of
Shout out to your mom.
I drank a whole bottle of chick, the bleach.
Okay.
So I drank then it burnt my tongue.
Okay.
So there's certain things that when I eat them, they just burn there on the tongue. Wow. So tomato is one of those, unless I put sugar in it.
Yo, damn.
So then it kills that thingy.
You heard
so sometimes
it first.
even when I eat like biscuits, if I eat a
like
lot of
crunch.
If I eat a lot of biscuits, like I would feel it in my tongue that I had too much
crunchy biscuits.
Crunchy biscuits, yes. So yeah. Anyway, Tsekeletse. Tsekeletse is a legend, man. He's the legend of this guy who was big, huge, like chubby.
Wait,
huge.
Is this now storyline or is this actual?
It's that song is not a storyline.
Okay.
But it's in the what is that? I wanna say the heading now. Forgot my music thingy. The thingy.
The thingy.
Oh, what do you call these things now? Where you name the song?
The title.
The titles. Yes. God damn it! That took a while. So basically, the title of the song is like, you know, it is inspired by, you know, this guy who was chubby and huge, but the song does not talk about him. Basically, it just says I am huge on the streets. I am known, like I'm big. So I'm and I'm doing big moves, like I'm going in big, just like Tsekeletse. Yeah, because Tsekeletse was huge, and he loved to dance also, and it was he existed during those Kwaito times, with Arthur Mafukade and all these Kwaito legends. Hence the tempo of the song or the style of the song is more Kwaito. That one, Tsekeletse. Yeah. So if you listen to it, you hear the beat is Kwaito.
I'm gonna listen to it again.
So the beat is Kwaito. It's just one of those, man, legendary stuff. So I'm going in big like Tsekeletse.
Now I must actually listen to that one again.
Yeah.
That you see, now that's why you have to sit down with someone to tell you, because that would have gone over my head now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
one of those. Like when Cass did Doc Shebelez.
Yeah, who is this interview about? Is this about?
No, I'm just saying, almost like the same thing, because he was just referencing to Doc, and he was saying the moves that he's doing, he feels like Doc.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically almost the same thing.
Okay.
Habash.
Okay.
Shout out to me.
I understand.
Yeah.
First
things first, and it happened to be the last one, but it's first things first.
Away. Okay, the song and the features.
Okay, for that one, like I think I said it to you, that was not even my song.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with that one. That was not even my song, but it was a song that I was called in to feature in.
Yeah.
It was titled First Things First, because we need to address first things first before we deal with these amateurs or whatsoever. So first things first, that's what the title comes from. So basically I was called in to feature on the song, and I did my verse years ago.
Specify what is years.
Yo, bruh, I don't even know if it was
estimate.
Probably
Estimate.
2016 or 15, around that time. And it could be earlier.
Damn. Giving the people old stock, yeah.
So that's when the song.
That's when
this song was recorded. So I was always because I loved the verse on the song, So then the song never came out. So I was always wondering, like, what happened to that song? What happened to the song? Up until Danetongo hit me up, and he was like, I still have that song. So if you want it, I could give it to you, and I loved my verse on the song. And then when he gave me the song, because I didn't hear some of the other verses on the song.
Yeah.
I only heard the hook and my verse. That's the only thing I knew about the song. So when I got it and then I started hearing now the rest of the song, and I was like, yeah, I actually like it. So that's how I got First Things First last.
Okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, we already what you were addressing. Okay, yeah. Just had to first thing, because you said first things first. Wait, I wanna play that song, man.
Tell me what to do. When they gonna hamba na machite cause I still got a crush on you. I'll do anything for you. Tell me what to do. When they gonna hamba na machite cause I still got a crush on you. I'll do anything for you. Ndaka look bona from a distance. Damn, you were crunchy as a biscuit. Ofika pekasa machite kufuna murtu. Siphikisana ngozongena qala before we knew you. Ubuches basela. Ndawufika nje ndit yenathi ndit ndenathi. Nkonba ndimgqibile then ndimbambe pha esikhathini. Ngingathethwa nathi. Awunayo negetho awunozimatanisa nathi. Then ndakubona umeno Dapain. Sweet talker kutaka amachero aphatha ubunja wayine trance kuGotman. Thina sihamba ngenyawo. noba sikubuza sonke ikhona impukane sikhona isibawu but angena indawo ezinye izinto ufuna ukuzibone nawe and I could see had you hooked njengenhlanzi and I would rather dive in and kiss you phansi kwamanzi azange ndaconcede ubungacinga unike ichance. Tell me what to do xa ndikubona uhamba namachite cause I still got a crush on you. I'll do anything for you. Tell me what to do xa ndikubona uhamba namachite cause I still got a crush on you. I'll do anything for you. It's been a while bakubiza unoncedo I wonder why cause everybody got a piece of that cake bathi uyalahla xa unxilile. For God's sake ndiyakwazi wathanda the first guy you met and ngokuvuma zonke cause you tryna heal that. I mean you don't have emotions anymore. Sure you just let him hit a clip and then you hit the door. Let me save you before you self-destruct. Ndikubonise lo wamthanda kuqala girl he was a punk. A real man would never judge you for your past. Ndiyakwazi uyilapha ebomini ngicela ukuvuthulula i-dust. We be making love while I help you in the kitchen. Vali milenze I just wanna sit and listen. You tell me your dreams ubafezeke it's my mission. Cela unike ithuba let me show you what you're missing. Cela unike ithuba let me show you what you're missing.
Okay, masizame siyibona la izosibeka. Asana ndiqonda ba all this time you had a crush on me because nami kaloku kind of had a thing for you. But okay. Anyway, you need to make your life. This is our time.
Tell me what to do. Xa ndikubona uhamba namachite cause I still got a crush on you. I'll do anything for you. Tell me what to do. Xa ndikubona uhamba namachite cause I still got a crush on you.
Okay, that was Crush on You. And we just wanted you to sample some of the cuisine, you know. So we basically ending off. Okay, wait, quick. What do you have to say to people who don't like the project?
Hard luck.
Do we expect another project soon?
Yeah. As soon as I'm done.
Do females DM you to tell you they need healing? Phila.
No, but I have got messages from people who say, I relate with this song. This one is talking to me, and this one is talking to me. So yeah.
Okay, that's all I needed, and that's all I. Once again, thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate it so much.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you have a time to pop by again, we would like to sit down with you. In our coast.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, follow on all social media platforms. If you are listening on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, follow. And once again, subscribe. Almost on 1,000. And DM. And DM. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, ProX.
Oh, wait, one time. Thank you so much for having me, man. It's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Abash. Come on, ProXnakedmynd.